Betrayal and arrest at gethsemane. I nailed it the first time.
And this is Mark 14:43. And then there's a funny little snippet first, isn't there? Or no.
No, 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 no. That's an Easter egg for last time. Next time.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
So 43. And immediately,
Come back.
while he was still speaking,
Mm.
Judas, one of the 12, with a great multitude, with swords and clubs, came from the chief priests and the scribes and the elders. Now his
Mm.
betrayer had given them a signal, saying, "Whomever I kiss, he is the one. Seize him and lead him away safely." As soon as he had come, immediately he went up to him and said to him, "Rabbi, Rabbi," and kissed him. And then they laid their hands on him and took him. And one of those who stood by drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest and cut off his ear. And Jesus answered and said to them, "Have you come out as against a robber with swords and clubs to take me? I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you did not seize me, but the scriptures must be fulfilled." Then they all forsook it and fled. They ran
Well,
away.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. So boom, there's your first denial, right?
It's not part of the Peter's denying 3 times. It's not part of that. Although it is a denial, but it's not part where Peter specifically denies him. You'll see.
Well, we've officially begun the prophecy, correct? I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered.
Yes, yes,
Sheep
yes,
have been scattered.
yes. Oh, yes. So that's yes. The prophecies are happening. I mean, they have been happening with the healing as
And
well.
Jesus was technically speaking to all of them. Peter singled himself out.
Right, you're right. And then he got the
So
three
he's not
denials.
to say that they're not all going to deny him. Scattering is denying.
You're right, John. That's
Peter was just the extra boy to go extra about it.
right. Yes. He got a specific thing before the rooster.
Right.
Right. So I see what you're saying, but you're right. They all forsook him and fled. So you're right. I mean, that is a denial.
He said, "I should
He's
have done
scared.
more while I was here. You got swords and clubs."
I know. Wow.
Like they were trying to take over the place.
They thought they'd have to fight
He's
him.
like, Jim, I had lunch with you last Tuesday.
And now you're coming, right?
What are we
Mm.
doing here?
I was daily with you, right? In the temple, right? Teaching you. I mean, right. These were some of the people that were talking to him and asking questions, probably, the scriptures must be fulfilled.
But I mean, did they hold him back in March? The guy who cuts off his ear?
Yeah, so the guys that cut off his ear, we do see that in Mark, in Matthew, I mean, they put his ear back.
Put
Jesus.
your sword in its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword.
And then did he, where are you in Matthew?
52.
25, 50,
26, 52.
52. All right. Yeah, so there, okay. Did it say where he put his ear back? No?
51. And suddenly one of those who were with Jesus stretched out his hand and drew his sword, struck the servant on the high priest, and cut off his ear. But Jesus said to him, "Put your sword in its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword. Or do you think that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he will provide me with more than 12 legions of angels?" He said, "Sit down, brother. My daddy can kill everybody here.
You don't, I know. You don't have to worry, right?
My
Wow,
father is more powerful than everybody's father."
it's true. It's true, John. That's true. We could all say that now. If you know Jesus, you could say that.
I saw,
Yeah.
I saw this video the other day I almost sent you, and it was this guy. He was doing fantastic. Who knows? But he got pulled over, and he was calling himself Jesus, and he was like telling the officers, right? Because he was now in handcuffs being detained. And he
Right.
was telling the officers, he's like, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna be let go. And he's like, in the name of God, this is gonna happen. And he just keeps talking, keeps digging himself deeper and deeper into a hole. And then 5 minutes later, on their walkie-talkies, they're like shots fired. And the officer is like, due to extenuating
This is,
circumstances, like you're free to go, and just lets him go.
oh man. Yay.
Something
That's fate.
like that. Right.
Oh,
Uh, and he didn't, well, it's blind faith, right? Because he didn't even need to be there. He like pulled up to them and started talking to them.
oh, okay.
That was the other part of it. Who knows?
Who knows? Wow.
Uh, where
So
were we?
that is, yeah, that is. And then what's going to happen next time, right? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Find some peace. Find some clothes too.